today's video, I'm going to be doing a first impressions review on the new 24M main event palette from Morphe. If you guys are new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by. My name is Christina and I love to do makeup reviews, makeup tutorials, throw in some of my life stuff here and there, just anything to help you guys out when it comes to purchasing makeup or beauty products. I love to review and test them out for you guys, so that is basically what my channel is all about. So this is the 24M main event palette. It is in collaboration with two radio host influencers. So on Morphe's website, it says this palette is limited edition. There are 24 shades and it's filled with edgy earth shades, silk slip toppers, and show-stopping glitters. And their new water activated liners makes a debut in this palette. It retails for $29 and it just went on sale the other day. So I didn't use all of the shades. As you can tell, this is the eye look that I came up with, but I did use a combination of all the different formulas of eyeshadows just to let you guys know how they perform, how I like them, how they work. So if you guys are interested in seeing my thoughts, reviews, first impressions on this new Morphe 24M main event palette, then just keep watching. Okay, I'm gonna start with this first shade called Acoustic. Acoustic looks like the perfect transition shade, so I'm just gonna sweep that all across the lid and the crease. So I only dip my brush into the pan one time and the color payoff is just so amazing. I wasn't expecting it to be that pigmented, but it was, and it blended out so good. So far, so good. I really wasn't expecting this shade to be so dark. In the pan, it looks just like a light brown. We go in dark. On a smaller blending brush, I'm gonna take this color Wheelies, I believe it's called. And this is the darkest eyeshadow color in the whole palette, besides the water activated liner in black. So I'm just gonna take this on the outer portion of my eye. I am really impressed so far with how easily this is blending, and the pigments are just so intense and really good. Like, that was effortless. I didn't dip back into the pan not one time, and I'm like happy with the color payoff and how it turned out, so yay. So this look is more on the darker neutral side. I'm gonna stick with that whole vibe, and I'm going to try, okay, there's like a loose glitter, shimmer, and then the toppers. The toppers are really buttery and soft. I'm just gonna use this topper called Supersonic. So when I'm putting my brush into the pan, it's almost like wet. Super cool. Ooh, do you see that pigment? Wow. Usually too, with just a brush, I feel like shimmer shades don't pick up that pigment that well, and this is amazing. Okay, this look is turning into just a really beautiful smoky eye, and I'm not mad about it. It's not even noon yet, but we smoking things out around here. I'm gonna use my finger just to see if it creates more of a pigment, and I'll try that on this other eye. I feel like I'm getting more pigment using a brush, which is tripping me out because I've always known shimmer eyeshadows to just have more intense pigment by using your finger to apply them. So this is pretty cool. Wow, yeah, definitely more pigment using a brush. I've never had that happen with a shimmer shade where a brush makes it more pigmented. I'm really feeling this look right now. Wow, so pretty. I wanna try one of these glitters just because, you know, for science. No, just for the review. So I think I'm gonna go into Fairy, and I'm gonna use my finger and just pop that on. It's really pretty. It just added like a little bit of glitter, and unfortunately it is falling out all over my face. To get some of that loose fallout, I'm gonna take a damp beauty sponge and just press on the areas that have the fallout, and it comes right off. For the under eye, I'm just going to go in with those same two shades we started with, Acoustic and Wheelies. And I'm starting with the lightest shade, Acoustic. Now I'm gonna go into the darker shade, Wheelies, and just focus that more on the outer part of my eye. Now I'm going to try the water activated liners, and for this look, I'm for sure gonna use the black. It's called Act 5. So I just put a little bit of water in like a water bottle cap, and I'm gonna dip my liner brush to get it wet and then into the pan. Okay, it's not the best wing on the planet, but it looks really patchy. Okay, I find myself just making this wing bigger and bigger because I just want it to be more opaque and pigmented. This is the black shade in the palette, so it's not really that pigmented. And I have glitter all over my face. Hold. I'm having a hell of a time. It seems like every time that I blink, this loose glitter that I put on is just falling all over my face, and it's not coming up the easiest with my damp beauty sponge little trick. So I guess I'm just living with glitter on my face today. That is not cool. Like, it's everywhere, and every time I wipe it away, I get more on my face. All right, I'm just gonna match this eye using the liner. I do not like these eyeliners at all, you guys. Like, it would be so much easier just to use a regular liquid eyeliner. Like, this is probably the worst wing that I've ever done in my life. I'm gonna clean it up with some concealer. Okay, concealer's making it worse because it's just water activated. Okay, I'm gonna take a little bit of some micellar water. Try to clean this wing up because it is not cute, you guys. Better now that I fixed it. To finish this look off, I'm gonna use the shade Free Spirit as my inner corner highlight. Ooh, Free Spirit is really pretty. I'm just so mad about all this glitter on my face, you guys. Like, it is super bad. And why not, since we're here, I'm also gonna take Free Spirit and use it as my highlight. All right, I'm gonna go throw on some eyelashes and a lip, and I will be right back to give you guys my final thoughts on this palette. Okay, so this is the final look with lashes and a lip. I went for a really bold lip, and I'm getting like total fall vibes, which I am not mad about. I love fall makeup. Starting off with the matte shades that I used, I was blown away. The mattes are just really pigmented, super easy to blend, and I have tried Morphe palettes where the matte shades just suck and they are just like really patchy, they were hard to work with. So I'm really happy that these were just like a dream to work with. The Silk Slip Topper was just amazing. Like, I was completely blown away by that. That is a new formula from Morphe, and it just feels like it's a wet almost. Like, it's really cool, and I really loved how it was more pigmented when I used a brush than my finger, because sometimes my nails are too long and it just is hard to work with when I use my finger. So I'm really loving that I can just use a brush and not get my finger all nasty. I didn't use the other shade Silver Haze, but I just can't wait to use it. I'm gonna swatch it though, because it just feels like so crazy, and like, look at that pigment. It's amazing. So I love the mattes, I love the Silk Slip Toppers, and now onto the things that I did not like. I do not like the glitters in this palette. Like, I regret using it. I use this bigger one, Fair, right here, and I hate it, you guys. Like, I'm so pissed off that I used it because every time I blink or like move my face, I'm getting just major fallout onto my face, and I was thinking, well, maybe I can use this before I do my face makeup, but it wouldn't matter because I tried to get all of it off, which I thought I did, but now that I'm looking closer, I have like a whole bunch there again. So it's just literally falling off like as I'm talking or just going out throughout my day. Like it's just falling onto my face and I just can't stand it, especially because I use this black glitter. And so these little specks are just black, and if you try to brush them away, I get black spots on my face. So not a fan of the glitters whatsoever. Maybe if they just stayed put on my eye, I could do them before my face makeup, but they still fall out, so I'm not digging these glitters. And there's 5 of these glitters in this palette, so those I will not be using again. And the other thing that I didn't like about this palette is the water activated liner. I used the black shade called Act 5. I don't know, I feel like it's way easier just to use a liquid eyeliner, and it looks gray and just like not pigmented. It's just, I don't know, I felt like I was using like watercolors or something, because it just, I don't know, I just was not a fan of it. So is the 24M Main Event palette Laugh, Love, and Hippie approved? Yes and no. If I had to rate it, I would rate it a 6 out of 10. A 6 out of 10 isn't bad, and I would use this again, especially for the matte shades and the shimmers. This Free Spirit that I used on my inner corner highlight, and I also used it as my cheekbone highlight. Those are bomb. Like, those shades are super good, and I can't wait to use these more colorful shades, especially the yellows. Like, I've been feeling yellow makeup lately, so I'm excited to use those. And I really, really love the Silk Slip toppers. Like, those I feel like are amazing all on their own. I hope they make a whole palette with just that formula, because that would be a bomb-ass palette. But I could do without the glitters and the water activated liners. They're just like, to me, like nothing special, nothing great, just, I don't care for them. That's gonna wrap up my review on this Morphe 24M Main Event palette. If you guys like this video and wanna see more makeup reviews, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to my channel if you guys aren't subscribed yet. Leave me a comment below letting me know what you guys think about this palette, if you've purchased it, what your thoughts are, if you were thinking about purchasing it or not. I just love talking makeup talk with you guys, so leave me a comment below and let's get a convo started. I hope you guys have an amazing day, and I will see you in my next video. Peace out, hippies.